Belton, supertraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. This is Stan the Rhino Efferding, pro bodybuilder, pro powerlifter, one of the strongest powerlifters in the history of the world. Not just one of the strongest pro bodybuilders ever, he is one of the strongest powerlifters in the world. This is Stan Efferding's day. He set a world record, all-time world record, in the 275-pound weight class, accomplishing a 23:03 total. This is his opening squat attempt of 865 pounds. A lot of unsteadiness. You can see the bar kind of rolling off his lower back there, or rolling off his back. Stan likes to carry the bar very low. Likes to kind of keep his head down and see how he kind of had to shoulder that weight out, and that was a lot of the instability. Still able to power that thing out of the hole, though. Look at the explosiveness out of the bottom of the lift. You're not going to see too many raw powerlifters with that type of explosiveness, especially out of the bottom of the lift. He takes this one nice and deep, 865 pounds. Keeps the back nice and flat. He just gets a little forward is the only thing, and that's a lot of the trembling that's going on. Next attempt, he bumps it up to 887 pounds, and you're going to see something pretty insane here as he starts to shake and wobble quite a bit. But at least in this footage here, at least he has his shoelaces tied up. Last meet, I don't think he ever even tied his shoes. He was trying 900 pounds. You can see there the unsteadiness there. Look at the shake and the trembling. And look at that, he still went through it. He took that thing very, very deep, very low. There's no other lifter in the world that I can think of that would even try to go through with that attempt after it was going so miserably there for a minute. Maybe Pete Rubish. Pete Rubish would probably try it because he's insane. You can see the trembling, the shaking, even the knee wrap is fluttering around quite a bit, and he just doesn't have enough gas to come back up. I tried to convince him to go for another attempt, and he said, whether he made it or missed it, that he would have been shot. So we decided to scratch that lift. As a coach, I'm always trying to force him to go to the next level, and so that's what we're trying to do. Stan Efferding is the kind of guy that always makes things look easy. On this day, things were a little bit tough for him. He had some tough going, and he had to fight against it on each and every attempt to really squeak out this 23:03 world record total. But that's the way champions react when they have pressure like that. They're able to push back against it, and they're able to persevere. Stan is a hard gainer. He's a guy that I believe when he graduated high school, he only weighed like 140 pounds. He got a scholarship for soccer, believe it or not. But in order to build himself up and make himself jacked and everything, he's had to really, really work at it, eating 10 meals a day and doing things like that. And just living, sleeping, eating, bodybuilding, and powerlifting. He had to really concentrate. He's the kind of guy that is going to use every little advantage he can from recovering, getting proper rest. He takes naps in the middle of the day like a baby. It's pretty interesting to see somebody so focused and so determined. He'll even just stop training and leave the gym after he's training for about an hour. He'll just flat out leave and say that he was there for too long and he needs to recover. There's 600 pounds. He missed it. Elbows came out. I got a great story about that. Stan walked by me after missing that attempt and said, "Biggs, what happened?" And I was going to say what happened with what, because I didn't see the attempt at all. But rather than do that and crush any confidence he had, I empowered him and said, "Dude, your elbows came out. You got to keep your elbows tucked." Jesse Burdick was there. Jesse Burdick knows me well, and Jesse Burdick called me out and said, "Dude, you didn't even freaking see his lift, did you?" And I said, "Nope." But here's the result of that. Look, he tucks the elbows in just a little bit more. Then he has room to get those elbows back underneath the barbell, which he did successfully there with about 3 or 4 different Braveheart screams. He was able to lock that 600-pound bench out. So now he's done 865 squat, a 600-pound bench. His opening attempt deadlift is to break the all-time world record. That's when you know you're a bad mofo, when you break the world record on your opening attempt. Stan Efferding is a guy that is going to really force his dreams to happen. If he's going to tell you that he wants to be an astronaut, you might as well just plan on seeing him on the moon someday. Look at him rip that weight off the floor. That's an impressive 799-pound deadlift. That is just ridiculous. And the speed and power that came up with, I did the math in my big old fat head and said, you need 837 to do 2300. There's his boy Creed, his hype man. Stan's smart enough to realize you can't do things on your own. He has surrounded himself with great people and great lifters. He sought out Ed Cohn. He sought out myself. He was working a lot with Mark Philippi, at least once or twice a week for a long time. So Mark Philippi deserves a lot of credit in this big total that Stan hit. They worked on mobility. You can YouTube it, look up Stan Efferding mobility workout, and you'll find it. He did some outstanding work with Stan, as you can see here from the results that he got. This is a big PR in the deadlift. This is all-time PR for Stan in the deadlift as he gets ready for this huge attempt here. You can see Stan hulking up, getting himself ready, getting himself hyped up. Also want to point out that as he goes to step on the platform, we're going to see the inventor of the Venus, Andy Zavala. I'll point him out right there in the red. The inventor of the Venus. Okay, 837-pound pull to complete at 23:03 total for the day. Throughout Stan's training for this meet, he'd send me videos of from Troy of the big giant getting slayed, and then Brad Pitt saying, "Who's next?" Stan was really excited about this meet. He was focused in on it. He was able to accomplish his dreams. And congratulations on a huge total. You see Brandon Lilly celebrating in the background. He's fired up and excited and inspired, as was I, as was Ed Cohn popping up out of his chair. And I want to thank Stan Efferding for inspiring guys at Super Training Gym, myself especially. He inspired me to be jacked, tan, and rich. And that is it from supertraining.tv.